say hi in the chat so we know who's here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with a week ahead. So what we're doing, what's gonna be cool is my week ahead videos go out on Monday morning. But I figured it'd be cool. We can do the week ahead here. We can show you what's gonna be coming up for next week. Because next week also Mercury goes direct. Oh, hey Cagney, how are you? Yeah, Mercury goes direct next week. So we had a big, I don't know how you guys feel. You could put it in the chat, but it seems like when Mercury transited in front of the sun on the 11th, I think it was like 11/11, and then it transited in front of the sun. I just felt like a big snap of something kind of like snapped into place. So I don't know if you guys felt that too. And I was doing a reading this morning. I was explaining that to someone that even my car thing, like this little whatever to open the door, it wasn't working. And I just bought this car, and then it was working, then it wasn't working, and then right after the transit, the thing started working. So now it works, and I think like there was some kind of I don't know, man. Sometimes I think there's like some type of like electromagnetic field that's like dampening some energies that are flowing, but I think that got lifted when the Mercury passed the sun while it was retrograde, because someone was texting me earlier. They were confused. They were like, wait, I thought it was just transiting the sun. I was like, no, Mercury is transiting the sun while it was retrograde. So that's kind of what I don't know. That was my experience. So I think this is a significant Mercury retrograde. So we're going to kind of check in with it and see what it looks like when it snaps back. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to do a little week ahead report and see what that looks like. So I think we have my screen up, right? Let me just check. Yeah. No, I have it already up the week ahead. Let me just load this here, yeah. Okay, so here's the week ahead right now. Let me just make this smaller. There we go. It's a pretty good week. So first of all, what we have, which is really interesting, is we can see here when Mercury goes station direct, which is on the, it says here the 19th. So it starts to station direct, but it goes exact station direct on the 20th, and then it's moving into direct mode. So in between this time, we're going to feel this like rubber band snap. So that's kind of what's happening. So, but what I got really excited about was this right here. Jupiter is in exact conjunction with the galactic center. And then also what I got excited about is here is Venus is not conjunct the galactic center because it's about 1 degree off, but it's still, I consider it conjunct sometimes. But here you have Venus conjunct Jupiter, and Jupiter is conjunct galactic center. So this is Venus and Jupiter conjunct galactic center. And in this book, I'm going to show you a few things. But in this book here, I don't know if you can see it because of the way I'm holding it, but this conjunction is actually in here, and it's called the Hero Twins, which is exciting. But I don't want to read the whole thing, but I just want to show you one more thing. And I'm not sure if you can see it because I can't see my screen, but here's a nice part of the book where they show like the shaman king. He's on a mushroom journey. So he's like he's on a trip, and he's in the galactic center. He's journeying to the galactic center to receive messages. So I don't know how clear that's coming out, but I'll show it again when I can see my screen, because I can't see what I'm looking at. But yeah, that's the shaman king going into the galactic center. So what this means, you're probably saying, well, what does all this mean? What this means, like, Jupiter's the king of the planets, and it's about expansion, it's about protection, it's about luck, it's just good. And the galactic center is the center of the Milky Way galaxy, which they also call the crossroads between the two worlds, because we just found out for the last 3 billion years that we are crossing two worlds. There's another galaxy merging with us at that point. So that's why the shaman kings would go there, because they say that's where our great creators are from. So there's a lot of information on that, but I don't want to get too far into that right now. But it has the electromagnetic frequency. They say 30 billion suns, because that's the core. So it's all that energy of like, so our sun is vibrating and we can identify with that. So imagine the sun on steroids, 30 billion. And then the planet goes there and it receives that energy. Because if you guys studied with me at all, you would know that we study like string theory and the electric universe, and everything is connected through electromagnetic frequencies. So you have 30 billion suns vibrating frequency hitting that Jupiter, which is the biggest king planet. I mean, this is like major stuff, major expansion. So everything that has been we've been dealing with, all the stuff that's kind of been limiting, is just going to kind of just like blow up. Whatever it is that we wanted, whatever it is that we've been working on and we've been feeling like it's been like hard or whatever, that all that stuff is just going to get blown away. Because we see here on the next one down, this is ending. The Saturn sextiles Neptune. And Saturn is in Sagittarius, and Neptune was, in Aquarius. So this is dreaming of the freedom and then structure around that. So bringing the free dreams into reality. So, so that's ending. So now we're kind of like, we finished all that realization up, and now it's time to expand it. Now it's time to put it at play. At the same time, Mercury goes direct. So it's like slam, forward direction. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, Venus is conjunct the galactic center. I don't know why I didn't see that. Okay. So the hero twins are in the galactic center, which is just powerful. I mean, I wrote down here, I couldn't explain what that means other than, because I'm having like a fun day. I don't know why. But I said, good shit, yo. So that's all I can explain. Venus and Jupiter in the galactic center conjunct is good shit, yo. So that's kind of what's up. All right. So we can play with that energy. This is great, because I know things have been a little bit kind of iffy. And next, what we have here, we have the Sun trines on Chiron, and the Sun is right here. I'm going to make this bigger because I was looking at this earlier, and this is another story that I like, that I'm always talking about. So if you know me, you might be sick of the story already, but if you don't, you're going to be like, whoa, that's really cool. So this is the Hall of Two Truths, the story of Ma'at, where they weigh your heart against a feather. This is also where you get the symbol of Libra from, like Judgment Day, because this is where your soul passes through a chamber and they weigh your heart against the feather. And if your heart is heavier than the feather, then you got to get reincarnated and you get eaten by this like weird crocodile-headed baboon, which is what they say Scorpio is. So Scorpio, takes you down and kills you, stings you, and then you resurrect. You have a chance to resurrect. You have to repeat the cycle again. And if you don't, then you bypass and you go to where the 13th zodiac sign, Ophiuchus. This is the portal to cosmic consciousness, to resurrection, to immortality. You don't have to experience the death. You just experience letting go of the vessel of a body. But then you maintain all of your consciousness and you get reborn, or you go back into the stars and you become one with the oneness. Right? So this is where the Sun is. It's right at the edge of Libra, right getting into Scorpio. At the same time, it's trining on Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer teacher. And that's in Pisces. And we're in the age of Pisces, right? We're at the end of the age of Pisces. So this is the issues of our times. How are you handling the issues of our times? Which issues of our times, represented by Pisces, it's the symbol, two souls bound together by matter, your higher and your lower. So that's polarity. That's duality, polarity. And that's what we have in the world. We have extreme wealth and extreme poverty, extreme hunger and gluttony. So now your heart gets weighed, and it's like, how have you fared during these times? Experiencing this, watching this, having this happen to you, all these things. Like, this is what's going on the 23rd. Okay? So, and then it goes exact on the 24th, right? Is that right? No. Yeah, it goes exact on the 24th. And then it keeps on going for a while. So that's pretty powerful. Then next you have Mars opposing Uranus right here, starting on the 23rd. It goes exact on the 24th. Now what that is you have Mars in Virgo. And that is the pursuit. This was kind of, I think, something similar like this was going on last week. But this is the pursuit of cosmic creation through chaos. So this is Mars pursuing cosmic creation. And Uranus is freedom. Freedom, liberation, all of that. And it has no limits, whereas Saturn is about limits. So this is limitless power in creation. But then I wrote here that make sure you don't overstep the work that we just did with Saturn and Neptune, because remember, we live in a Saturnian realm. We are controlled by time and limits and structure, right? Because we are in bodies that are run under a time, 24 hours a day, right? What is it? 7 days a week, so all of that shit, right? 4 weeks in a month, all of that, 12 months in a year. And we have to abide by that to be part of civilization. So that's a reality of Saturn, and that's what the Saturn and Neptune work that was going on for a while, right? So we have to make sure we don't go past that, over that, but we do get to experience breaking through and having a new cycle of freedom, because Uranus is in Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is in Virgo, cosmic mother creation, matter, chaos into matter. So that's what we got going on. So this is a big week of manifesting, I think. A big week of expansion and manifesting, and like just seeing everything that you've been working on just pop. So I think we got a good week ahead of us. So I'm going to stop the share and show back up on the screen. Okay. So any questions? Now we're going to do some charts too. Watch what you say. Yeah, Tracy, watch what you say. Exactly. Whoa. So let me put this up again. This is one of my favorite images. I keep this with me all the time. This is that cosmic shaman, the Mayan shaman, in the galactic center, which is what I feel like is Jupiter in the galactic center. The king in the galactic center. And then you should get this book. This book is so awesome. I've never put it down. I've been reading it over and over for like, what is it, over a year, I think. Yeah. So anyway, all right. Julie, right? I know the new energy is going to be great, because I don't know, man. Shit can get crazy sometimes. So I'm going to stop for a second. Oh, well, we got a lot of people on. This is really cool. This is nice. Any questions or whatever? Because we're going to pull up some charts. And I already have some charts already pulled up. So we're going to kind of go over that and see what's going on. Because this is an important week. I call this snapback week. Because Mercury, the messenger of the gods, is coming into, direct motion, station direct. So I don't see any questions coming up. So I'm just going to jump on another screen share. I'm going to pull up, I think we're going to pull up Hillary's chart. Hillary's on, right? I think you're on. I think I saw you on. Yeah. Okay, I see you still here. Okay, great. All right. Yeah, exhale week. Oh my God, freaking exhale week is totally right. All right, so let's check out your exhale week ahead. All right. Actually, it would be a good idea to share my screen, right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so I think we got it up. This is the November chart. Okay, so let's just do this the right way. We have Hillary's chart here. We're going to do a synastry with Hillary and the November 14th transit. All right. Okay, so we're going to focus on still the Mercury retrograde. We want to see what's going on with that. And then I'm curious. I want to see what's going on with the Venus Jupiter, the Hero twins. Because like I said, the only way I can explain it was that's good shit. So, all right. So first of all, your original relationship with Mercury was in the sixth house, right? And the sixth house, it's Virgo house ruled by Mercury. Okay, so your sun is also in the sixth house. So very much, and it's in Pisces. So very much call to service with what's going on, of the age of our time, like in Pisces. So this is about experiencing and communicating this polarities, working with this, and being of service and communicating with these polarities. So that's a good thing. But you can see the transiting Uranus is hitting you in the sixth, cusp of the seventh. Then you have Chiron hitting you in the fifth, sixth house cusp. So we had some Uranus Chiron transits going on. So this is all about new changes in your service, and how you apply that to flowing in life. Because fifth house is about flowing in life, like as like your original childlike innocence. But let's see what's up with this Mercury. It looks like this Mercury is conjunct your Saturn in your first house. So that's really interesting, because Saturn is also a retro. You were born with Saturn retrograde. So this is internal structure. This is like, and then you had Mars there too. Wow, all in Libra. So this is being born. Yeah, this is, I think, this is what we ran in your chart. This is being born into embodiment, like fully being embodied, and in Libra. So I think we discussed that this might have meant that you were born like as a bodhisattva, like you didn't really have to come back, but you chose to come back to embody. And that's why you have Pluto rising in Virgo, because you're about just like pure, like, resurrection and reconstruction and all of that stuff. So this is what this means, though. This is embodiment. While you were in the Hall of True Truth, you chose to embody. And now you have the sun there, and you have Mercury conjunct that Saturn. So this is just like the most logic, practical process of embodiment. That's like what's going on with you. Like this, the most logical processing. And then the sun is there as well. And let me just see what else Mercury is hitting. Mercury's trining on your Venus. So that was you had a fifth house Venus. So this was like very much like a childlike flirtation kind of energy. And it was in Aquarius. And then also you see here, you have Neptune retrograde transiting. It looks like it's conjunct your Venus too. So this is feminine warrior now. This is like feminine spirituality. Like this is like the female warrior, because when you see Neptune conjunct Mars or have an aspect of Mars, this is the masculine spiritual warrior. So this here is the feminine spiritual warrior, and this is how you're applying this to your life, like and play like your childlike. So your childlike house, your innocent childlike house, is going to be very feminine and very spiritual, and then all of the stuff is going to be practically embodied. That's kind of what your experience is going to be when that goes. So then it stations direct. So so this is, I don't know, it's good. Then you got a moon here. You got a moon in the eighth house, and that's this is occult energy calling for the spiritual occult mysticism. So that's going on for you too. So I'm gonna stop sharing and then ask a couple of questions. So any questions on that? Oh yeah, so true. Yeah, okay. So that's great. Anybody have any questions of what I read? Because this is like, we're trying to take care of 1 billion birds, I guess you want to call it. I don't like to kill birds, but we're doing like the week ahead. We're teaching you how to look at charts and understand it by just having like a hands-on experience. And then from there you can ask questions. So it's like, and then the person who volunteers their chart gets their chart read, so they know what's going on. So this is like multiple things. Yeah. Tracy, yes, the Hero twins. I don't know the full story, but it's in here. But it has to do with Venus and Jupiter in the galactic center, and they have dates. And that was also around like the winter solstice that happened at a certain time of year, and that's when the creation story happened. Yeah. So another thing is I have the offer. This is called Sidereal Bytes, and this is free while Mercury is in retrograde. So the offer is up. It's $5 a month, and I go on like this once a week, and you learn astrology with me. It's $1.25 a week. So don't be cheap. Click on the offer and do it, because after Mercury retrograde, it's not going to be free, all right? Because I need my $5. So anyway, Paige had a question. Explain occult vibes. What you're saying is so applicable to my project plans for the next week, 21st, 23rd. Well, the moon in the eighth house. The eighth house is about the occult. It's about like, it's the cycles. It's ruled by Scorpio, and it's ruled by Pluto. So this is the shadow. This is shadow work, and this is where the shamans go. This is like you go into the darkness to bring out the light. So like love and light and all that stuff like that. So like no, like love and light and darkness. Love and light comes from living in the darkness and then coming out into the love and light. But you have to be in the darkness first. So that's what the occult vibes with the moon in the eighth house mean. And it's in Taurus, so it's a little bit more lighter because Taurus is ruled by Venus, so it's a little more comfortable, it's a little bit more sensual, but definitely definitely it's definitely in that vibe of the occult. And you can reach out to me privately. I'll do like a week ahead reading for you if you want, Paige. So all right, someone else asked me for their chart. I don't think she's here, but she said she wouldn't be here because she's driving her daughter, and I don't know her name. Her email is blue C or something, and she didn't tell me what her name was. But I remember her name. I remember that email from a yoga festival I was just at, where I had a table giving readings. So I want to just like, she asked me to do this. I want to honor that and do it. So, what is that? Thanks for this. Oh, my dad's visiting. Oh, cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, that's Mercury for you, Hillary. Yeah, exactly. It's like everything. All right, I'm gonna run Blue C's chart, and hopefully she said she's gonna watch the replay. So let's do screen share again. All right, let's do the thing. I had her chart up. C Blue. I forgot her real name, but that's okay. So we're gonna have C Blue here, and then we're gonna do the new moon. I mean the transit. So this is for C Blue. I don't know her real name, but that's okay. We're gonna look at oh wow, okay, she's got her Mercury thing, career stuff. So first, when you're doing a synastry reading, you want to know what the original relationship with the planets are. So and I don't know if I explained that to you guys. When we did this wheel, this is her birth chart here, and then when you do the synastry, you lay the chart of either the other person or the event that's going on over her chart, and then this is where the outer wheel goes. So this is how the outer wheel, the event of November 14th, which is today, how that's affecting her based on her natal positions. So we want to see what her Mercury relationship is. And we can see in her birth chart, Mercury was conjunct Mars, and that looked like a crazy, super tight conjunction in the 8th house. And she had Pluto there in the 8th house. And the South Node there. So this is where she comes from. So this is one person who is fearless, because a Mars in the 8th house is fearless of the cycles. See, if you had Saturn in the 8th house, you would be in fear of the cycles because you want to know what's going on. Mars doesn't care what's going on. Mars just goes for it. But now Mercury is there, so it adds a little intelligence to it. So she has an intelligent, daredevil approach to dealing with the cycles of life. So I would imagine, plus Pluto is there. Pluto rules the 8th house. This is in Leo. Mars, Leo. It's fiery. Mercury, Mars, Leo. It's like a lot of proud, fiery energy. So she probably faces challenges that can look like the end of a cycle. She can just plow right through it. Because she's got Pluto there. Also, Pluto's in Virgo. And it looks like that's conjunct her sun. So this is all about death and resurrection. Pluto is the lord of the darkness. Pluto is not scared. Pluto runs the dark. Pluto is the dark. But the ironic thing is, if you look at a real picture of Pluto, look it up, Google it. Pluto, they just got high resolution photos because of one of the probes. It actually has a heart on it. There's a symbol of a heart on Pluto. So it's not so dark after all. But like I said, that's where you come into the love and light, is from the darkness. And that's the lesson of Pluto. And this is what she's got going on. So now we apply that energy that we know about her Mercury, which is like pretty much intelligent and fearless. Now that's going on in her 10th house. You see? 10th house right here. And it looks like it's conjunct her Venus. So her 10th house is about your career or your public perception, the way you are seen in public or in your community. So she had originally in that place, she had Venus, she had Jupiter, she had the hero twins in that place, and she had Neptune there. So this is a very spiritual person in her work career. So I think, if I remember correctly, I think she was actually the owner of a yoga studio or a wellness studio. I'm trying to remember which one. I remember the email name, but so this is someone who is very much involved in spiritual, because Neptune is the spiritual abyss, the great oneness, and it's high in the sky. It's conjunct the midheaven, and then you have Venus and you have Jupiter. So this is, like I said, good shit, right? In the house of career. So her career is like very expansive, and it has a lot of feminine qualities and has a lot of spiritual qualities. Now Mercury is retrograde there, and it's the whole thing we spoke about in Libra, Sun in Libra. So this is also like good time for her career. This is where she's going to actually have some smart communications that are going to be going on in her career life. So that's what's going on for her. I'm going to stop sharing, and if anybody has any questions, you can ask some questions on that. What day, Annie asked, what day are we close to the mega sun energy? Let me have a quick look. That was in the transits, right? That was, I'm going to tell you right now, mega sun energy. Well, no, it was the mega Jupiter Venus thing, which was all going down around like the 23rd, and then Jupiter is there now, like pretty much now, and then Venus goes there on the 23rd. So around the 23rd, and then that's when the sun is like right on the cusp between Libra and Scorpio. So around the 23rd, you can look for that. You can look for that energy. So yeah. Okay, anybody have any questions? I'm gonna do one more chart because I want to make these Sidereal Bytes kind of short and sweet. These are like supposed to be like half hour, but I always drag them on. But let's see. Let me just see what's up. Shit. Who else asked me for who wants to volunteer their chart right now? Put it in the chat, because my phone just died. Yeah, it looks like it's dying, and some other people emailed me, but then I can't even find it right now. So whoever wants their chart right now, throw it up. Birth date, time, and location. Throw it up right in the chat. Okay. The first one that came through is Debbie, so I'm gonna take Debbie right now. It's everybody. Oh my lord. Let's do Debbie because she was the first one that came up. All you other ones were slow. And if I have enough energy after, I'll do Gwen, Paige, Julie, and Tracy. But let's get Debbie's done right now. So Debbie, throw up your information in the chat, birth, time, date, and location, and we're gonna do your chart. So. Tracy said that. Well, all right. Well, we're waiting for Debbie, so Debbie, hurry up. I'm going to put up another offer because we have the new masterclass that's starting up. It's starting on Monday, like next week. So I extended this offer. It's $100 off, so I'm going to put it up. All right. It's $100 off. It's $495 originally, but if you can do it now, I extended this again only till 8:30 tonight. and it's just it's $100 off. It's normally $4.95. And Jess, I don't know if you guys are on my email list, but the whole masterclass thing is changing. It's going to be more of a personal one-on-one thing, and that's actually going to go up to 1,800. So this is the last chance to do it, a training like this, 8-part class, for $4.95. So, okay, let me just see what's going on here. So let me go back to the chat. Let me see Debbie's info. Okay, I got Debbie. Okay, all right, Debbie. So just give me a chance I'm gonna work with your chart. Oh yeah, Julie, let's do it. Yeah, Julie's doing a private masterclass with me, and that's what the inspiration was, because our classes are going so nice. We're able to pace it nicely, so it's pretty cool. So let me just see, Debbie. All right, I'm obviously female natal. So just give me a chance. I'm putting your information in here, Debbie. 5/20/56. So hang on a sec. 5/20. It's May. Can't remember if that. What did you say? 1956. 1:06 p.m. Okay, so that's 13:06, San Francisco. Is that right? San Francisco? Oh, okay, cool. My God, so many San Franciscos. All right, let me just make sure I got it correct. May 20th, 1956. Okay. All right, so I'm going to share the screen with you. Let me just see what other Julie. Okay. All right, Debbie. So, okay. All right, I'm going to share Debbie's screen here. Let me just see. Okay. All right, here's Debbie's screen. Okay, and now we're gonna see her original Mercury was also in the 10th house, 10th house Taurus, conjunct the South Node, and then you had your Sun in the 10th house. So same thing, really smart with career. So that's a good thing. Okay, so now we're gonna do the synastry chart. I'm gonna look at that. I got Debbie, and then we got this chart here. So now we're going to see where this is coming into your life. So we see here. Okay, so we had also too, I forgot to mention, you were born with Mercury retrograde. So yeah, so Mercury retrograde is actually kind of cool for you. This actually feels normal for you. Because people born in Mercury retrograde, like it's like, because you feel at home when things are kind of like up in the air, when people are kind of doing all of that. So, now let me just have a look here. Now we have that coming through in your 3rd house. 3rd house is, Mercury is the ruler of that 3rd house. And it's in Libra, so this is that thing we're talking about, and it's retrograde. So this is like, you're going to have your mind, you must be having your mind must be like processing a lot right now, because Mercury, she must be writing a lot right now, because in your original 3rd house you had Neptune, but there's no conjunction. Let me just see what's happening. Where is it hitting? It's hitting your Venus, squares on your Mars, opposes your midheaven, which, okay, nothing is there. I'm curious why it's squaring your Mars. What's that? Okay, relationships. Okay. Well, 7th house Mars, your relationships, could have like ending in Sagittarius, and in Capricorn. So it's a cusp though. See how it's right on the line of 6th and 7th? So either relationships or being of service or work. Either you can really get a lot done, but anytime you see a Mars, Saturn, Capricorn related thing going on, it's usually frustration, because this is Mars just wants to pursue without thinking, and Saturn wants to slow it all down and think. So Capricorn, Saturn is the rule of Capricorn. So Capricorn wants to slow it all down and do it properly, and Mars doesn't want to hear any of that. So whenever you have those two, unless you're doing a lot of work around that, you're gonna have frustrating time wherever these are falling. So it's between your sixth and seventh house. So I don't know if I know you, if we've ever done a chart together, but that's your Mars relationship. But now your Mercury is squaring that Mars. So I'm not sure what's going on if you're having some thoughts about internal thoughts about your relationship or your marriage or even like work and service. So that's something that's something that's possible that could be going on. Um, all right. So yeah, so that's what I see here. Same thing. The moon is in the 10th house. So I think you're writing a lot or you're talking a lot. Moon in the 10th house likes to express a lot publicly. So that's what's going on too for you. So, all right. So that was that Mercury retrograde for you, Debbie. Let me get back to the thing. So, how did that seem, Debbie? Oh, the discount, Shirley, for the master class is 100. It says enter 100 over at the Shirley. Just enter 100 at the discount code, and that's all you got to do. Just enter the number 100, and then you'll be in. And I'll email you all the information. And it starts on Monday, so it's gonna be Mondays and Thursdays, 90-minute classes. And a few people here are doing. I saw Calvin was on here too. I saw him somewhere. I don't know on the back end. But yeah, he did the master class. Tracy did the master class. Hillary did the master class. Astro Zoe is gonna do the master class. She's in. Who do we have? Who else do we have here? Yeah, Julie. She's doing the private one. Is Kathleen in one of them? Who? Lise. Is Lise here? No. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of masterclass students or future students here. So that's pretty cool. That's exciting. Um, yeah, pretty right on. I'm new to this, Debbie. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, you should get a reading then. You should um hit me up and figure it out because you have some pretty interesting stuff in your chart, but I couldn't do the whole thing. So, all right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Any last minute questions? I'm leaving the offer up for the masterclass. That's on Monday, and the offer of $100 off. I think I set it up on my website to expire at 8 p.m. So yeah, if you want to jump on. It's awesome, and we got good people on. So, all right, and Mercury goes direct on the 20th. So I hope all is good. You whatever, right? Drink a lot of water and all your technology is going to start working again. Like my car alarm. I can't believe it was working. That's so freaky. So, okay. Uh, any last minute questions, guys? Anybody have anything they want to share or tell me about or anything? So you can just put it in the chat. And if not, we're gonna sign off. Next few weeks, lots of changes, Julie. Oh yeah, yeah. The man, the Jupiter hero twins, the hero twins, Jupiter, Venus, conjunct the galactic center. Oh god, that's awesome. That's gonna be so cool, man. So thank God, because pretty last couple of weeks was kind of funky. All right. Um. Yeah. Oh, Gwen. Hey. Yeah. Hey, Gwen. Oh yeah. I tell you, I went to Well, we'll talk. I went to Yato, and I checked out the celestial alignments there, and there's a few things. So, all right. Um, okay. All right. Any last minute questions, guys? I know there's a lag sometimes with the chat, so I'll just wait for a few more questions. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Um, okay. So yeah. Then that Pluto conjunct Saturn coming up in January. Yeah. And then I think there's something going on with Jupiter and Pluto in February. Uh, yeah. So it's a lot. Yeah, you gotta follow it all so you don't get tossed around. You can ride these waves. So it's pretty nice. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Uh, Yeah, it was a nice one, a nice Sidereal Bytes. So I'll see all of you soon. And you remember, you got the week ahead in before the week, so you have an advantage. Yeah, because this is the week ahead portion of this video will go on YouTube on Monday morning, or maybe Saturday. Sometimes I do Saturday too. Who knows? Okay. All right, guys. I love you guys. All right. Signing off. See you soon.